Hello everyone, welcome to WSPC 2025. With me, Mr. Kobe from China. Welcome, sir.
Hello.
Could you
Jack.
please introduce yourself and introduce your firm as well?
My company is called China Metaintl Corporation, and what we are focused on the importing the healthy food raw materials like the non-GMO, the oilseeds and oil products. That we mainly focus on the sunflower seed oil, rapeseed oil, and the peanut oil, and also the non-GMO soybeans, peanuts, sesame seeds, and also the green mung beans. Stuff like that. Then we are importing annually about over 500,000 tons. The total revenue is over like 700 million US dollars.
Right.
And we focus on the importing to the Chinese for the other agro commodities, which can be selling and into the Chinese market to provide the healthier, the better lifestyle. That would be better. Yeah.
So, where do you exactly procure peanuts from? What countries do you procure from?
We are importing the peanuts usually from the South America, the India, and also we import mostly from the Africa countries because, as I mentioned in my PowerPoint, that the African country have a tax-free, so they have a price advantages and a high oil content and also the low moisture. Which is much better to China for making peanut oil.
So far in 2025, the market has been very sluggish, demand has been very sluggish, and prices have been very low, and they have been low. And given that China is expecting the harvested crop by September and mid-September, it's full-fledged. What is your expectation about the markets, and where do you see peanut crop for China in 2026?
Well, to be honest, that is a really tough question for me. This all over the world, that the supply is over the demand, and you see that China, United States, India, and also some of the major north from the Africa countries have more production than last year, and China have already 3 years consecutively more. So what I'm thinking that the supply is much over than the demand, and also, if they want to change this kind of situation, that we definitely should be consume all of those production firstly, and then what about no matter including the carryover and also the first step of the new peanuts come to the market, and then we will see how about the change, but depends on the different countries. That will be decreased about the planting areas. Then the production will be under control. Otherwise, the more peanuts available, how can you see that the future the price coming down or the demand coming up is a big challenge. Also that's for edible use in China, that so many tree nuts as competitors to be more competitive than the peanuts, that they have a more healthier and lifestyle rather than the peanuts, as they can be a better gift rather than the peanut gift. So I believe in the long-term run that peanuts have to be reduced the total production or the total supply, and then to make the balance of the supply and the demand, and then there will be find the opportunity to make better the demand in the long-term run.
You had mentioned in your presentation, given the policy of the China is to be self-sufficient with peanuts.
Exactly.
So do you see more production in the years to come?
Well, in China, this is the first time that the central documents mention that to expanding the cultivation for the peanuts. I believe that our government is kind of like encouragement of this kind of policy in long-term run, and also in China, the northwest area of Xinjiang, that they have a massive land, so can be plant more peanuts. I believe in the long-term run that China not only care about their own domestic supply, but also they will check if the market meets, then the China will be selected which countries then be possible to import, because China opened more and more import countries from Africa, and all the tax-free. If this year, like Senegal doesn't work, Sudan doesn't work, then we can choose Nigeria, we can choose Chad, we can choose Malawi, we can choose other origins as alternative choices. So that is maybe for China is like a more safer way. All over the world, which place can be fit Chinese market, then we go there. So this is what we do.
Following up on your reply to that, Senegal and Sudan has been the major partner for China when it comes to
Exactly.
peanut kernels. But this year, as I saw the data which you had presented as well, due to Senegal's quotas and geopolitical situation in Sudan,
Yeah.
the cost was way higher for you guys to import. So, what has been the experience so far? Like, is my observation correct that China has been used normally importing these kernels from African this thing to crush, and we have also observed that this year the import of peanut oil directly from Brazil and India has increased. So, has China chosen not to like import and crush and rather buy the peanut oil directly from countries like India and Brazil to manage the cost?
Exactly. I believe it's true because all the companies will be calculated about their profit, about the crushing margin for them. If they import peanuts, calculated that it's not worth to be by import peanut oil. So we will import peanut oil more volumes rather than the peanuts. So this year you see that import peanut oil volumes is increased up, and then you see massive doubled than before, especially in the Brazil market, because we compared with last year the price is totally different, and then that means we import the peanut oil from Brazil is much better than we import peanuts. So if we import from Africa country, also the same situation. If we import oil that can be competitive, then we import oil. If peanut kernels have price advantages, then we shift it to the peanuts as well.
Given that China's harvest is gonna come, do you think there will be still some demand for South American peanuts or Indian peanuts, especially for any particular segment?
You mean that China, that's the new peanuts varieties?
No, China. So far as I have observed, Brazil peanut price is holding up because there is a lot of demand from China.
Yes.
And given that China's harvest is coming and there is gonna a lot of supply to arrive in China, do you still think there would be some demand from Chinese side for Brazilian peanuts?
Yes, I believe so, because the characteristics of the peanut kernels itself is different.
Is it?
From South America, that like Brazil and Argentina is high oleic peanuts.
Okay.
But in China, the majority of the production is a normal oleic peanuts. So that is to have different uses. And also China consumption for peanut oil a lot. So the high oleic peanut oil is popular as well, and there are premium products as well. So if that we buy from Brazil, then we're making high oleic peanut oil. Only that is why. And also, if we buy those high oleic peanuts, also in the food industry, which have a longer shelf life, which have a better the oxygen. So that is better way to make the longer shelf life to sell for the food industry.
Yeah.
So that is why.
Thank you so much talking to me,
Thank you for the
Mr.
invitation.
Kobe. It was very insightful
Yeah,
and
thank you very much.
have fun. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.